What is happening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a lovely one out there. Literally, I was about to press the record button a second ago, and I just started choking on absolutely nothing. Isn't that annoying? Choke on nothing? Like, I literally, like that. Anyways, that's not what you're here for. You are here to listen with me to The Width of a Circle. This is off of David Bowie's 1970 album, The Man Who Sold the World. Which is his, let me see, I think it's his third album. Let me pull that back up. Yep, third studio album, which we're going to take a little sliver off the top and give this one a listen. I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to listen to the whole album right now, but I will at least listen to this first track here that a lot of you had suggested. Who had suggested this, you may say? Well, I got the answer right here for you. Barry Wilkinson, let's see, AKU said you like this song. Jay Fergs, I think you said that you like this one as well. Actually, Jay Fergs, I'm looking at your comment. You said this is your favorite track out of his entire catalog, so this is for you. David Cobson, Mad Maniac, Mick Capewell, John Press, and hold on, it keeps going, but it takes a second to load. Valerie Kokenge, Sudi, Mantroid, Lorenz, Jeremy Riddle, Ben. It goes on and goes on. So let's go ahead and put on our headphones, give the track a listen. We'll talk about it after. Here we go. How the bass and the guitar broke out of that? Sensational drumming. When I say hello, and I say hello, and they ask why not, and I reply not below. So we ask a simple black bird who is happy as can be. Well, he laughed and sang and quit Khalil Gibran, and I cried for all the others till the day was nearly through. I realize that God's a young man too. I love the way he's singing here. It's got an edge. Burning it, I'll tell you that. That's a fun solo. That was a really fun solo.
project for a ride. Running along.
I like how the acoustics coming up with that riff. So some backward zippering on the guitar. This is really cool.
He swallowed his pride and looked at his lips. They showed me the leather bound round his hips. My knees were shaking, my cheeks aflame. He said, "You'll never go down to the gods again." Turn around. He struck the ground, the cavern appeared, and I smelled the burning pit of fear. He crashed 1,000 yards below. I said, "Do it again, do it again." Turn around. His nebulous body swayed above, his tongue swollen with devil's love. A snake and high, a venom high. I said, "Do it again, do it again." Breathe, breathe, breathe deeply. And I was seething, breathing deeply. Spitting century horn and tail. Waiting for you.
That's a nice little bass line at the very end. Very spidery. That is that's awesome. I don't even know what to say. It's awesome. That's a glam rock progressive epic. This, I feel, is this the first album that Ronson's on? I think I saw that here when I was reading. I don't know if it's the first album. Let me not say, but I'm pretty sure this is the first. Let me just say it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I think that this is the first appearance of Mick Ronson on the guitar here. I think that this solidifies him in Bowie canon, in music canon. He is excellent in here. His playful guitar tones in that first solo, where he puts it down, like he puts down the solo, no doubt, but he plays with it. He's not like strict like Fripp. He's playful like himself. And I just love the way that he's doing that in there. He takes that position of power, but then dallies with it a little bit. He's not so strict on it, which I think is great. The drumming is fantastic as well. Who's drumming on this particular track? Hold on, let me get everybody here. Mick Woodmansey. Mick Woodmansey. He's chopping wood. Excellent drumming. I love how powerful it is. I like the momentum that he creates, especially with the kick drum, especially in the beginning of the track where that riff is just riding that specific wave. Bowie as well sounds sensational. I like listening to his young voice here sometimes because it's a lot higher pitched. He's not singing so deep as he would in later releases that I've heard at least. But there's a whimsy, once again a playfulness. There's an unearthed creativity at this point, and I think that is sensational as just his third album here, and he's already hitting these highs. A lot of times his voice actually reminded me of Peter Gabriel in the Genesis days. Like, I could hear him singing Supper's Ready, to be honest, and he would be amazing. That's just where my mind goes. And then the bass playing Tony Visconti. What are you going to say? Like, everyone was just performing at their top level, and it's a sensational song that hits on those glam rock moments. There's a taste of like heavy metal. Like, I could hear Sabbath a little bit in this. And then, of course, those acoustic passages bring it all back down. And then you wrap it all up with a really, really cool ending. What the song's about? I have some questions. In the corner of the morning in the past, I would sit and blame the master first and last. All the roads were straight and narrow, and the prayers were small and yellow. And the rumor spread that I was aging fast. Then I ran across a monster who was sleeping by a tree. And I looked and frowned, and the monster was me. Okay, you stare into the abyss stares back into you. You are your own monster. Well, I said hello, and I said hello, and I asked why not, and I replied, I don't know. So he asked a simple blackbird who was happy as can be. Well, he laughed insane and quipped Khalil Gibran, who I don't know who that is. Let's give that a little quick Google just to find out. Khalil Gibran is the author of something called The Prophet, Lebanese-American writer, poet, visual artist. He was considered a philosopher, although he rejected the title. All right, I have never heard of him, and I can't say I've ever heard of The Prophet, but I'm sure that there's a reference in there, obviously. Let's see. And I cried for all the others until the day was nearly through, for I realized that God's a young man too. So I said so long, and I waved bye-bye, and I smashed my soul and traded my mind. Got laid by a young bordello who was vaguely half asleep, for which my reputation swept back home in drag. And the morals of this magic spell negotiate my hide, when God did take my logic for a ride. Okay, he's having an eventful evening. We'll put it like that. He's having a very eventful evening, and I like the let me see, the last verse here, which is I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. He swallowed his pride, puckered his lips. He showed me the leather belt around his hips. My knees were shaking, my cheeks aflame. He said, "You'll never go down to the gods again. Turn around, go back." He struck the ground, a cavern appeared, and I smelt the burning pit of fear. We crashed 1,000 yards below. I said, "Do it again, do it again." His nebulous body swayed above, his tongue swollen with devil's love. The snake and I, a venom high. I said, "Do it again, do it again." Breathe, breathe deeply, and I was seething, breathing deeply, spinning century horn and tailed, waiting for you. Now, I don't want to make assumptions, but I feel like you know the phrase, making a deal with the devil? I think, yes, a deal was made, but the terms were different. So when I'm thinking about that, and I feel like there's probably a more philosophical for the name, like the title of the song, "The Width of a Circle." But with the whole ending there, it makes me think of like the circles of hell. Dante's Inferno, and he meets the devil at the end, but maybe more than meets. But there's something going on in there. So that's what I think with the whole width of a circle. It could also have another meaning, which I am not going in that direction, but you might want to if you wish. But that's that. Great track. Really good one. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments below. You can follow me over on Twitter. Support the channel on Patreon. Thank you as always for being here. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.